Hi, in this video I explain the electricity generation from the sun rays or solar energy. There are two types of solar systems, or we can generate electricity from the solar ray by using two methods. The first one is generation of electricity using solar panel. Second one, generation of electricity by using solar thermal power plant. In first case, that is solar generation with panel, in this case the solar ray is directly converted to electricity by using solar panel. In second case, solar thermal power plant, the electricity generation happened, it converts the solar ray to the thermal energy, then thermal energy to mechanical energy, then mechanical to electrical energy. So the energy conversion take place in these two cases. In the first case, only one energy conversion take place, that is solar energy to electrical energy. In second case, first it convert solar energy to thermal, thermal to mechanical, mechanical to electrical. And the first one is solar generation with panel. And again we have two classification in solar generation with panel. One is standalone system, second one is grid connected system. So this is a block diagram of a standalone PV system. So standalone PV system means no interconnection or no grid connection is connected in this system. So the main component of standalone PV systems are PV array, charge controller, then battery, inverter. First we move to the PV array. PV array is nothing but it is the parallel and series combination of solar cells. So we connect the solar cells in parallel and series manner to obtain desired voltage and desired current. So the PV array which converts the solar ray to electrical energy in the DC form. So the output from the PV array is in DC nature. The solar ray or solar irradiance are fluctuating. That's why the output from the PV array is also fluctuating. So the next block is charge controller. So the charge controller, it regulates the voltage output from the PV array and it charges to battery. Battery is nothing but it is a device which store the electrical nature. And suppose the system is connected a DC load, means we can directly energize the DC load from the charge controller. And normally the loads are in AC nature. That's why we should connect a inverter. The inverter which converts the DC supply from the battery to AC and it energizes the AC load. So this is the working of a standalone PV system. So battery is essential in standalone PV system. In PV, suppose the PV array fails to generate electricity, means the AC loads and DC loads are energized from the battery supply. Suppose both PV and battery are dead, then we should shut down the DC load and AC load. We cannot energize both DC and AC loads. So the drawback is the battery system. The battery system, the installation of battery, that causes more capital cost of the system, and also both the PV and battery is dead, means we cannot energize both the DC and AC loads. That's the standalone PV system. Next one, grid connected solar system. So in grid connected solar system, it consists of a solar module or solar panel, then a grid tie inverter, then main panel, and also a utility grid. Utility grid means the supply from the electricity boards or other power companies are connected in this system. So here the PV module or PV panel is the combination of solar cells in series and parallel manner to obtain the desired voltage and current, and it's connected to grid tie inverter. In grid tie inverter, both charge controller and inverter is housed in grid tie inverter. So grid tie inverter, which converts the DC energy to AC and supply to the main panel. And from the main panel, we have two connections. One is to our own load, AC loads, or second one is to utility grid. So we can import or export the electricity from the utility grid. And here we have mainly we have three conditions. The first condition is the demand, that is AC load. AC load is our own demand. The demand is greater than the generation of electricity from the PV module. The first condition is demand is greater than the electricity generation from the PV module. In this case, we cannot energize the whole demand by using the electricity generated from the PV module. So in this condition, we need to import the power from utility grid. The second condition is demand is less than generation of PV module. In this case, we energize the AC loads, our own loads, by using the electricity from the PV module, and remaining portion of the energy from the PV module is supplied to the utility grid, or we export the power to the utility grid. Third condition is both generation from the PV module and AC loads are equal, means there is no import and export take place. So this is the three main conditions in grid connected solar system. The other solar system, that is solar thermal power plant. This is the second method which used to produce electricity from the solar ray. Here a solar energy collector, main component is solar energy collector, boiler, turbine and alternator, finally condenser. So a working fluid here, water is act as a working fluid, and this working fluid which supplied to the plate collector or solar collector, and the sun rays are allowed to pass this collector so that the working fluid or water boils and it becomes hot water and it's supplied to the boiler, and in this boiler the heat energy is generated and steam is produced. So the output from the boiler is the steam energy, and this steam energy is supplied to the turbine. So in this portion, in turbine, the steam energy is converted to mechanical energy, and by using a common shaft, we connect a generator and we can run the generator and we produce the electricity. And we tap the steam from the turbine and we apply to the condenser, and a cool water which supply to the condenser. So condensation process take place here, and it converts to the steam which converts to liquid form, and we recirculate or resupply to the boiler. So that is the working of solar thermal power plant. So advantages of solar energy is renewable sources, sustainable energy, then no fuel is required, that means running cost is zero, then no atmospheric pollution, and maintenance cost is very less because there is no rotating device is there, so maintenance cost also very less. Thank you.